How is everybody doing? I thought it'd be fun to do a look back video on Lambo from where he was when I first got him to where he is today. And this is the day I went to get him. I'll try to sprinkle his story in here as we go through this, but he had been caught, obviously, and transported home, but not messed with much since then. He is a 4-year-old Mustang from Utah. And this was the day I went to pick him up. This is the first time I touched him right here. And I know some of you would say you don't go and touch the head first, touch the shoulder, but the head is what he was offering me. So that's where I approached him. So Lambo was seen the year he was born. Beautiful little colt, and the guys that catch the horses in that area tried to get him that year and were unable to. The day I picked him up right here, he had to be put in a trailer, and so I was told, well, we'll probably have to rope him and drag him in. And I said, well, give me a minute, let's see if we can't get him to step in. And this is exactly how his first trailering with me went. Like I said, I think he was put in a trailer, well, obviously when he was caught and transported home, but since then I don't think he'd been in a trailer. Anyway, so the second year they saw him again and made an attempt to get permission to catch him and were told no. But the third year, there was a drought and they were told to go catch all the horses in that area and get them out of there. Well, they spent the next weeks trying to catch this horse and they couldn't run him down or catch him that way, so they named him Lamborghini. So he gets the name Lambo from that. This is still within the first week of getting him. They were able to trap Lambo with him and his mom, I believe, and they kept Lambo and a couple others for themselves. The rest of them, I believe, went to they go to the BLM through the Mustang adoption program. So this is Lambo's first time having a saddle put on him. Now, Lambo is a horse that very much is patient and will brace and hold still and deal with things until he blows up, until he explodes and panics. And I'm learning that this first week that he's like, it's obviously not okay, but he's handling it, and then all of a sudden he goes from that to boom. But this is his first time seeing a saddle, and he takes it pretty good. So I decided to take him off of the lead rope and let him move around a little bit. And he doesn't like the feel of that saddle. So here I'm moving that flag just to try and, again, show him that I'm giving him a bit of pressure as he's doing what I don't want him to do. And then as soon as he stops the bucking, I quit the flagging. And this right here was day 7. And I should not have got up on him. He ripped my stirrup off right there. And so I jumped off. He dragged the stirrup off on that panel. So we went back to square one, slow down a little bit, teach him that me being up there above him isn't a bad thing for him. He's always been pretty good at obstacles. No intention of walking him here. I just wanted to get in the saddle, sit there, and get out and let him realize that nothing bad happens when I get up there. Here's a little glimpse of his personality. He's playing with Q.
Seems like a good way to get kicked.
So this next clip, he had packed those bags around the day before, no problem. And then today he panicked and bolted and tried to go over the fence with that. He didn't quite make it, but he sure tore up one of my panels. I want him to be a pack horse sometimes, so I was getting him used to having stuff kind of banging around on his sides and that stuff. That day I took him just a little bit too far. And here we are a few months down the road. I think this is the first time I had him in this new round pen that I built. After he went over the side of my smaller round pen, I built this one.
Good boy. Whoa. Good boy.
Again, because I'd like to have him be a pack horse, I'm both practicing here. He's leading Mankus, and I've ponied with him behind Mankus several times. And now we're starting to learn some of the tricks, some of the, well, tools, techniques. He's always willing to try. He's always trying to find the right answer, and he usually finds it pretty quick. This is his first time ever side passing up to a gate. So this is a little exercise that we've been doing because he's starting to get, again, a little bit more of an opinion about where he ought to be and what he ought to be doing. And he likes that back corner. That is the gate that he leaves and enters from. The other horse is tied back there, so he wants to be in that corner. So as long as he wants to be in that corner, I say fine. But in this corner we work, and so we trot a little bit. And then I point him away from the corner. And as soon as he gets away from the corner, I give him no pressure. He's free to walk or stop or do whatever he wants to. As long as he's pointing away from where he wants to be, he can do whatever. But as soon as he turns and goes back, he gets to go back to work. So this is now, the first part of this video was in November. And this is now, this is probably end of July right here. The last part of this will be here in August. So about 10 months. 9 months so far. So he benefits a lot. At the beginning of the ride was a little bit anxious. Have him go over those trotting poles, have him go around the barrels, have him do some circles. If I can stay in his head, have him focus on me instead of anything else, he calms down quicker. Here he is kind of progressing in lateral movement. Still working on it, working on his backup. I don't ride him in spurs. He don't like spurs. He doesn't need spurs. He's very, very sensitive. It takes very little to get anything you want out of him. A little bit of pressure is a lot to him, so there's no point in riding him in spurs, and he will buck if you put spurs on and get on him. Sadly, the best bucking he's done is the last time I got him on spurs. We bucked all the way down the length and width of the riding arena, and then he come to a stop, and I got off, took the spurs off, got back on, and he was fine. And I was like, all right, no spurs, we're fine. Here he is, neck reining. This is this week. Still got ground to make up. He still tends to be a little bit reactive and a little bit spooky at times. Here he is on a couple of trail rides. This is a bridge.
Good boy.
On one of the trails. Something totally new and totally different to him. See, he does good. He's a little bit anxious to get off of it, but that's understandable. We did good. And we've crossed water multiple times on there. So being a Mustang, this is actually a non-issue for him. It's more of an issue for other horses. But this is kind of where he's at. And got a lot of work left to do. A lot of miles to put on the sweaty saddle blankets before he's going to be what I want him to be. But I hope you enjoyed kind of seeing the glimpses. And keep in mind that all you're getting here is glimpses of the training sessions. You're not getting the full context, so don't think that what you saw is all that went into it. Thank you.